Então, meus amigos, eu vou-vos contar o que é que aconteceu, ok? Então, nós gravámos aqui um episódio inteiro de Hogwarts Legacy, ok? Onde aconteceu que nós tivemos que ir à parte secreta da biblioteca e tudo mais à procura de um livro que o professor Figo nos mandou ir lá ver, onde descobrimos que há um professor, poças, chamado Percival, que já apareceu antigamente, que aparece nas memórias, que também entrou para Hogwarts no 5º ano, e uma menina que também entrou para Hogwarts no 5º ano, tal e qual como nós. Ok? Em grande suma foi isto e aprendemos o feitiço incêndio. Mas vocês desse lado agora estão a perguntar, mas mano, então mas porquê é que tu nos estás a contar isto e não nos estás a mostrar o episódio? Porque eu vou-vos mostrar como é que eu gravei o episódio, ok? Vão passar aqui 15 segundos de episódio e vocês vão ver o que é que eu fiz. Foi nada, ok? E vai começar agora mesmo, em 3, 2, 1, venha ao episódio brutal! Ok. Ui, tantos. My God. What? Bem, como puderam ver, foi isto que aconteceu. Eu esqueci-me de pôr o jogo a gravar. Sim. Enquanto isso, viemos até aqui à casa de banho ver se encontramos a morta queixosa, mas não é aqui. E vamos falar com o Figo, porque encontramos o tal livro, que dentro dele tinha a tal memória, ok? E é isso que vamos fazer. Let's go! Enquanto bebo o resto da água que aqui tenho. Agradecer à Mariana por ter deixado cá a garrafa, foi incrível. Opa!
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood
pensava que era o...
makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
Ah, só agora, depois de eu
I'll see
partir
what I can
vaso.
find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Tu és maluco, vai-te ele dizer.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how?
Olha, tenho aqui mais água.
Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Sim senhor, tem aqui o livro. Tinha uma memória lá dentro. Devias contar essa parte, não?
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a
Este
professor
senhor.
here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain.
Pois, se
Now I'll
calhar,
have
né?
to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Claro. E o que é que vais
Will you
dizer?
tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Of course.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies.
No.
Your wand work is improving by the day.
Porquê é que tens dois
But you'll
olhinhos?
want to pay attention in herbology
Então,
and
os Zeus quer
potions.
saber que ele está
There's
aqui.
more to magic than
Não é,
spellcasting.
Tito?
Plenty
Porquê
to
é que
keep me
ele tem
occupied
duas?
while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh,
Ok.
and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Ok, boa dica, boa dica. Obrigado e vamos embora então. Ora, aqui estamos nós, prontíssimos. Ah, pois, estou aqui. Vamos, vamos,
Hello,
vamos.
Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all.
Claro que é,
Ready for a shot at glory?
claro.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Não, senhor. Vá, o Sebastião. O Sebastião
Yes,
é fixe.
Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
O Sebastião é
We can
porreiro.
make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Protego! Leviosa! Accio! Protego! Incendio! Leviosa! Come on! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Protego!
There goes my way.
Leviosa! Accio!
Act like a winner.
Incendio! Leviosa! Accio! Incendio!
What to do?
Victory!
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
Fácil.
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion.
Ora.
Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honour to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you.
Obrigado.
It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in
Tenho uma aula
ages.
de herbologia para ir agora. Então, o que é que a gente ganhou? Ora, vamos ver.
That smell. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Ora, aí está a aulinha.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
Olá.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello.
Professora Alho.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled
Professora
with
Alho,
enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Ui. Vamos ficar surdos.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Upa. Ai, ai, ai.
Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil.
Credo.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
É. És meio maluca, pá.
Reparo!
Oh.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go.
Já acabou a aula.
Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our...
I wonder if
Ah,
hippogriffs
professora.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake.
Muito obrigado.
They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already
Vai se
taking to herbology
apaixonar.
like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice.
Pois
Plant
não,
the seeds there
desculpe lá.
now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of
Bit of
magic,
magic.
they will take time to grow.
Ok.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well
Perfect.
done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that.
Ok.
Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes,
Okay.
Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you.
Ora,
Come back
muito
and see me
obrigado.
when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Ok.
Hello.
Diga-se. Como é
Saw
que é?
you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day.
Então,
Nice to meet you.
Tudo
I'm
bem?
Leander.
Olá,
I'll be showing
Leandro.
you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But
Okay.
your lead.
Ok, vamos embora.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Toma.
Excuse me?
Toma.
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good.
Ufa.
But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh,
Pai, eu estou a roubar tudo aqui
Here
ao
we are.
professor.
Home of the Chinese chomping. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look
Toma.
at that. They'll chomp on
Toma.
anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the ghosts out. Did save her the denoming, but they
Oh,
left her
thank God.
honking daffodils in tatters.
Vuelvo-las todas.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you
Helmet.
can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with.
Tem
I
calma,
see
homem.
that.
Eu não estou
Dogweed and
para...
Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Ok. Vou levar tudo. Peço desculpa, Sra. Professora. Eu já percebi, está trancado. Soralho. Oi. Toma.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble.
Foram
Don't
tranquilos.
see any bite marks or missing digits.
Nada.
And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Sim, senhor.
Magical plants have so much to offer.
Sim, sim.
I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you.
Sim, senhor.
Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Sim, eu vou passar aqui então. Sim.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Estás maluco, ok, meu. Vai beber água. Parta o doido. Então. Isto é o quê? É o Expelliarmus. Vamos à Nat. Que ela chamou-nos primeiro do que a professora. Ei, ó, bacana.
Good to see you, my friend.
É, tu não estás bem a ver o que me fizeste andar ao primaça.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Opa. Digo ou não digo?
I've
Não
never
posso
met
dizer.
Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Ok.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Aqui muitos chests.
Practices of the dark are
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out.
Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
Okay.
It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
But, Mummy...
Archie, I don't...
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
O que é que se passa aqui?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Student, you can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Protect you, can't say Fire! Fire!
Então, minha senhora.
Oh, what's the light go out of your eyes?
Mas depois não levas na boca também, ok?
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this! You don't get funny!
Muito isso. Oh, primas. Então.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Ah, é normal.
Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service.
Okay.
Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Ok.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Pode ser.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory.
Incendio!
And Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Segue via, né? Alguém está até um segue via. Potes ali. Era fácil.
Beard, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
Revelio.
Estava aqui um homem.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions.
Pois,
How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research.
Okay.
My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Igualmente, minha senhora.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Ora, está feita. Mais uma. Incrível, e subimos de nível. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Vou só para aqui, mundo até o caraças, pá. Ok. Como diz o outro rapaz. Ok, let's go. Vamos até aqui, mas neste episódio vamos ficar por aqui, ok? Já estamos a gravar aqui há 45 minutos, man. Depois eu tenho que editar isto para transformar em um episódio assim todo bonito, assim todo cheio de pinte, ok? Meus amigos, minhas amigas, meus lindos, minhas lindas, um grande beijinho! Fiquem bem, deixem aquele likezão, subscrevam aqui o canal e um beijinho muito grande para vocês, pá. Adoro-vos de coração, obrigado por tudo, por estarem a apoiar o canal, por verem os vídeos, por tudo, pá, por tudo, por tudo. Vocês são lindos, ok? Beijinhos, 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 beijinhos. Beijinhos.